But yeah, like, so do y'all currently see a black screen? Question mark.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see a black screen. What about you, Spoder, in
Yeah,
hybrid?
yeah, I see it.
You see the video, or you see a black screen?
Simba?
I see the black
Black
screen.
screen.
What the heck? It should be it right here.
Oh,
Oh, there it
okay.
is.
No, now it's back to being a black screen.
Do you see it right now?
There.
Yeah, we
Yes.
see it now.
Okay, but yeah, this man said that shonen power progression and power cliffing does not
Oh, now I
exist.
can see it.
Horrid arguments, actual horrid arguments. Let's cite our boy Naruto. You think that Boruto era characters don't slap the fuck out of part one? Don't slap the fuck out of part
Yeah.
two? Okay, how about this? How about Dragon Ball? You think that Super doesn't slap the shit out of Dragon Ball, OG? All
No,
right. How about you?
look,
Maybe you don't like Dragon Ball. Maybe you don't like Naruto. You know, let's since this is a Bleach video, let's just reference Bleach, right? So in Bleach, we have Ichibe. You know, the nigga that's big dicky. You know, strong old Ichibe, old man with the ink, bro. This man's old as fuck. This nigga inks Ichigo's sword, and then Ichigo negs it. What do you mean power progression doesn't happen, my guy? What are you talking about? The
yo,
fuck?
dudes, honest, yo, dudes, honestly, like one of the good Dragon Ball examples is literally comparing the Saiyan saga to the Namek saga. That is literally power clipping there.
Literally.
He makes it on a broader term. Actually, no. Oh, I think he already made the broader thing that it doesn't exist in general.
That's
Yeah,
that's just
like it's so stupid. Cause like in the
Well,
Saiyan saga, we
dude,
literally have
like,
moon and planet level characters, and then Frieza pops in, right? And this man's like, "Yeah, I'm in my first
okay,
form, bro."
I kind of understand his logic. Doesn't it make sense for like Saiyan Saga Goku to be able to fight like Kid Buu?
I
Like,
guess
since
in
there's
his
no like
mind.
power creep.
I guess in his mind it doesn't exist. I don't know why.
like.
So
Do you
weird.
think that Soul
It's such a bad
Society,
argument,
Like
bro.
Goku Satan could take a
like,
hit on
hold
Kid
up.
Buu,
Like,
so
do
no
you
power
think
creep.
that Soul Society Ichigo would have any sort of chance against like let's just bring out a random Stern Ritter, Robert? You think that Soul Society Bankai Ichigo can box Robert? Unironically? Like,
Mm.
like just for that, bro. Like like just the memes that we saw
Oh,
with our
dude,
boys
don't you know after
on
Ichigo,
Twitter.
like in the Soul Society got nerfed? Like Ichigo in the Soul Society got nerfed since like before or as a substitute Soul Reaper, he could solo the Zero Division.
All right, bro. Like bro. This is the type of shit, bro. It's like, bro, no power clipping, bro. The fact that he lost to this weak ass enemy, Kumo fault. I'm like, bro, what? Bro, I can't believe Shinsui's losing. He kept up with Stark, but he's losing to a normal Quincy. I'm like, bro, this is the kind of like, what are you talking about? It doesn't exist. Get out of here.
It's simply
These
bad
people don't know how
writing.
to freaking read.
Power clipping is just one way for a writer to catch other characters up to another without having to put in the legwork of character development. An example of where
What? Blatantly
yeah.
incorrect. Like, do you think it's
Wait,
limited
power killing
for
doesn't have anything to do with character development.
literally doesn't, but it literally is a bad argument trying to say that just because characters grow and thereby cliff other characters in power, that it's like bad, like no character. Like, what are you talking about? Like, where are you getting that from?
Power clipping doesn't exist but
Oh,
should.
dude,
This is a
like
consequence of power creeping, where a
like,
select group of
don't you know what
characters in
made
a
a
work
character
of fiction.
progressively worse
Hold
when
up,
they
prideful, stop.
train? Since like
Hold up,
the
prideful,
character they
stop.
train is less developed,
Prideful,
much
stop.
stronger. They don't have
Nigga, stop. I'm trying to read this, bro. Where a select group of characters in a work of fiction gain so much power throughout the story as a way to counteract the villains whose strength gets more and more ridiculous that they overshadow everybody else, and the rest of the characters become basically irrelevant in terms of power. Example, Naruto and Sasuke at the end of Shippuden. But again, I might be wrong. This is what I got from hearing the term being thrown around in a video or two for a few months. Based off my miscellaneous research into this topic, I'm inclined to agree Dragon Ball is often cited, but rather than with specific people, the individual arcs are referenced. So power cliffing might be referring to the jumps with all characters involved rather than individual characters jumping above others. Yes. Example, Naruto and Sasuke and Dragon Ball. I don't know why you would say that and then have this right here. Very odd. Oddness. Indeed.
Based on shonen standards, is Naruto. I don't mean that in a derogatory sense. The Sasuke retrieval arc follows after the Konoha Crush. Naruto has learned a ton of moves since then, from the summoning jutsu to Rasengan, and to a degree controlling the No-Tail's chakra boost. But he hasn't cliffed any of the Jonin or Hokage level characters, despite all the cool things he does at the Valley of the End. This also applies to Heavy Sasuke when we jump to Shippuden. Heavy Sasuke still hasn't surpassed Orochimaru, and based on cliffing, he absolutely should have. And what makes it worse is someone like
Based on cliffing, he absolutely should have? What? What are you talking about?
Itachi, who was shown to be a badass at the end of Naruto Part 1, still hasn't been surpassed by characters who've been training for years. So power cliffing is bad. Where power cliffing all
So what is this argument? You're saying that what? So Naruto gains some abilities but doesn't power cliff Kakashi in them. And then Heavy Sasuke doesn't power cliff Orochimaru. But then, like, are you saying because Itachi isn't power cliffed that, oh, like power cliffing is bad or power cliffing doesn't exist? Like, what arguments are you presenting here? Like,
Okay,
am I not the only one that's like confused, like what he's actually trying to say right here?
I guess what he's trying to say is that, you know, characters from the Zabuza arc are not, well, like Zabuza or Haku are a lot stronger than Genin level in the next arc. But those Genin do not surpass Haku or Zabuza. I guess
So
he's
if they
trying to
don't
say
power
that,
cliff every arc,
yeah,
is
Maybe.
that?
No,
in the end,
like
they do,
I think I probably
but
get
it's
it.
like
I think I probably get what he's trying to say.
What do you think he's saying?
He's say like he's trying to say, like, for example, like he uses Naruto, right? He says, oh, he learns like the nine toes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's saying that, like, even though Naruto learns this and some jutsus, he's not the strongest. He doesn't power clip all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, like he's saying that, well, if he knows all of this, then why isn't he like automatically the strongest? So his reasoning is like it doesn't make sense because like he's not the strongest, but like there's like the so-called Hokages and some of the Akatsuki members are still stronger than him. So the weird thing for me is that, like, he's seeing it like in the whole perspective instead of seeing it like in an arc, you know?
I'm like is like I think it's just like directly disregarding
Yeah, but
that like these characters
did-
live in a universe and all these characters are individuals. All these characters are having different experiences and all these characters are either growing stronger or doing like whatnot. Like just because a character doesn't power cliff another doesn't particularly mean anything. Just because they do power cliff doesn't really mean anything. Just means they train and they surpass like somebody in the past. Like, okay, the world
Yeah, but
progresses.
Yeah, that's what I'm
another
saying.
thing
Because
is,
like,
yeah.
oh, go right ahead, Piper.
Pete, like what he's basically claiming is, and what I interpret what he means by power clipping is, if a character doesn't surpass every character in their series, they're not power clipping, or every character that came before them.
But that's not what power
Is what I
cliffing
think he's trying to say. That's what I think he's trying to say it is, though, or
Hold up,
his
let me
interpretation of what
look
power
at
clipping
this.
is.
Over
But, like, that's
constructed
what I
guns
got
with
when I watched
strength.
that.
They overshadow. It might be because it's saying everybody else? Question mark? Maybe they're talking
Like,
to everybody, but
Well, from what
that's
I
not
got
what
from
power
his
cliffing is.
interpretation of power clipping, I thought, like, since he basically brought up, like, yeah, like, Naruto in part one didn't, like, surpass Hiruzen, Orochimaru, and Itachi. After, like, training with Jiraiya, there's no power clipping.
I mean, in the end, they do power cliff the Jonin and the Kage, but it's a very up and down power scale. You know.
Yeah, like
It's like it's really up and down because like the thing is, for example, like for Kakashi, right? In part one, he didn't do as much. So then we go to Shippuden, and like this man just literally pops up with with Kamui, and then later on, like we see him fighting Kakuzu and stuff like that, and like he's able to keep like he does better as each arc progresses,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like the way he's seeing it, like he's saying, well, why isn't that part one Naruto like when he gets that one so stronger than everybody in the whole series, in all of part one? But what he doesn't understand that he needs to see it as an arc, as yeah, as like each
Who
season
is
passes
who is
by.
saying stuff in the
That's
background,
the
bro?
thing.
Which one of y'all fuck you they doing? Man?
All right, that's pretty much my 2 cents.
No. Yeah, mom like. Yeah. Kind of weird, but maybe he says something more in a second.
Orochimaru, and based on cliffing, he absolutely should have. And what makes it worse is someone like Itachi, who was shown to be a badass at the end of Naruto Part 1, still hasn't been surpassed by characters who've been training for years. So power cliffing is bad. Where power cliffing also goes out the window for Hub's argument is Yamamoto in the Thousand Year Blood War. I think it was even third form. Third or fourth form, Aizen was far stronger and far superior to even Yamamoto at that point. Yet a weakened version of Yamamoto, and this is commented on.
Ah, my nigga, you can't read. My brothers, we have another
I
Bleach
told you,
fan
bro.
that can't read, bro. My guy. Okay, bro. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Let's break this down for the people that can't read. It's okay. I know. Like this is why we still have reading classes in certain places, bro. I'm like, yeah, remedial, like all these different things. All right, too far. Yama, we're trying to find where Yuha smoked this man's pack, bro. All right, should be like right here, I think. Oh no, Ichigo's already here, bro. This nigga hasn't been. All right, boom.
There we go.
Okay, this is the chapter. All right, so where does it start saying it? And even now, okay, you've gotten weak, Yamamoto. You were different before. So Yuha says you've gotten weak, Yamamoto, and then he further says you were different before. The original 13 court guard companies that you founded were only court guards in name. They were a group of cold-hearted killers. But because of that, they were to be greatly feared. Okay, so this right here is telling us what Yuha is referring to for Yamamoto getting weak is him no longer being a cold-blooded killer, dude. That is what it is. So, you might be remembering Yamamoto throughout the series, bro. Yamamoto, big old man, pretty strong, all this stuff, Man, Bleach, yeah. Alright, cool. Big old man, wise, pretty powerful, doesn't like usually get pressed or anything. It's just like, strong old man type shit, bro. Wise. But past, this nigga is on his Kenpachi type shit, and this nigga's murdering him, alright? So, let me go on. And it was you who kept them in line. You were truly a beast with that sword. You used everything and used anything to slay an enemy. The lives of your men weighed only as much as ash to you. Right here, further, emphasizing this man is an actual menace, Black Air Force activities, bro. Literally doing anything to slay the enemy. Part of the reason why this man should be greatly feared. Now, this man's not even asking people, like, to profit from him, get back his arm to be even stronger than he would be before. Yamamoto right now in the 1,000-year blood war arc, this nigga right here, is stronger than FKT, but he only has one arm. If he had both, he would be stronger. Like, we don't know how much stronger, but we know he would be stronger, You got your other arm back, bro. You some degree stronger. But that all changed when you killed us Quincy's off. Once you people had peace, You had more to protect, more to love. You became hesitant and gutless because of some foolish sense of justice and pride. So what he's talking about is this man's sense of justice and pride. That's what changed. Justice and pride. That's why he's saying he's weak. Yama has justice and pride, dude. I don't know, I don't know how y'all interpret that Yamamoto is actually physically weaker here. Yamamoto would slap the shit out of himself in the past, dude. You can't read. Like I don't know another way to say it. Like that's sad. Like it is what it is. Oh my guy, you can't read, bro. I'm sorry.
By Yuha himself because he lost his arm, Ichigo should be scaling far higher than him, but he doesn't. Ichigo doesn't perform well against base Yuha at all. We know this based simply on Reiatsu. They couldn't steal Yamamoto's Bankai without actual Yuha because they didn't have the spirit energy to do so. This, however, was different for Ichigo because of his actual innate hollow powers. This was surmised and proven by Kisuke with the temporary hollowification pills that he created for the war. Yamamoto is also really bad for the power cliffing argument because Soul Society and Rancor arc Yamamoto is the strongest
Is anyone saying
Yamamoto in
anything?
the
I can't
series.
hear anything.
What? You can't hear anything,
Wait.
prideful.
Yeah, put it a little bit back.
Put it a little bit
Oh, I
higher.
got you. No, don't worry about it. I got you. So he's pretty much saying that using Yamamoto in the power clip argument is really bad because, like, 2 cents, the guy in the video, he believes that Soul Society and FKT Yamamoto are the strongest versions of Yamamoto.
Oh no.
Which not only that the fact that he even decided to make this video and he didn't even bother to look up like any of the guidebooks or anything like that, it just makes it even worse on him.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Oh yeah.
If y'all
it's not in the
didn't
video,
know,
but,
all the captains trained. If y'all didn't know, stated it multiple times. Like, eh, come on, dude. Yama trained.
News, my boy. Just offer the references, bro. Just say, hey, read this, and you'll find it. That's it.
You know what, bro? There should be a few.
just link the server. I can't see your screen by the way, but just link the server.
Yeah, because I don't have the
Then
screen one
read
on.
the chat.
Don't get light speed arrows. I don't think I have like niggas training in here. I should probably do. Like, I should probably add that as a channel to just have it on demand. But
Yeah, because like a lot of people like I don't know what it is, but they just automatically assume that nobody just trains. They're
yeah,
just like, yeah, bro, we're like they're like just like, yeah, bro. So captains, bro, very strong every time, bro. They just pop up. They like they're just strong. They've been that strong ever since, bro. Look at Byakuya, bro. Byakuya has always been that strong, bro. Why is it that Soul Society Ichigo is giving him trouble when in Thousand Year Blood Work he's able to fight with Gerard, bro?
dude.
Makes perfect sense.
You know, bro, our boy Bargon, he's swole, right? Bargon's powerful, yeah. You know, bro. Them niggas just like they cliff, bro. They don't get stronger, bro. That's just how it is, my boys. But it should be around here. Where's Ron Giku? Where are you, Ron Giku? Yeah, out of here. Okay, yeah. So we first see our boy Toshiro training right after. This isn't good enough. Not good enough. I'll never be able to protect Hinamaru the way I am. I have to be able to control my Bankai and Maru much better than this. They're all moving forward. So, alright. All of them are moving forward. Tosha captain. Neither Shuhei nor Renji were at the captain barracks. They're probably somewhere sharpening their skills right now. I should be too. They're all moving forward. Oh, niggas are training. Rangiku said I should be too. Nigga, we're training. What are y'all doing?
No, news.
There should
Just watch
did I
this
put it
man.
over here?
Just watch this man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, just watch this guy. So say, yo, but where's the statement for Yamamoto trading, bro? I need concrete evidence that Kubo's talking about Yamamoto himself trading.
Like,
He's one of those.
like
And the
first,
statement,
Bro, I bet.
like the first thing is that like it's such like I find it so debate goony when people do that because it's obviously something is being referenced as such. But even then, right? We directly do have a statement in Unmasked. It's somewhere here. I'd have to get my phone or something to just like find it on demand. But I'm like, it directly does say that they do train. Like it references all the captains are moving forward and training. I'm like, I know I gave and posted a statement. I posted it multiple times before, but for some reason we don't got it. Don't got it on demand. Very mad hours, bro. Very mad hours. Don't got it on demand.
And with the other statement that Yamamoto, even with one arm, is still the strongest in the Gote 13, even after all these years, and he's still the strongest.
Yeah,
Which,
Boy Yamba, pretty swole.
yeah, boy, yeah.
I should be able to. There's one other. It's around when Byakuya fights Tsukishima, bro. Uh, let's go with like 470, right? No, look, the battle should be relatively done because there is like a statement I am wanting. Yeah, it should be around here. It's when Tsukishima's defeated, and it directly says that like oh, this is like the product of all of them training. It directly says like all of them have been training for 17 months. Pretty sure it's actually with Renji, dude. But it's right. This directly does say that. What's up, Rukia? Rukia's pretty cool, you know. Oh, Tsukishima
She's
struck
kind of
down.
cute.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, Rukia is kind of cute. Not gonna lie.
I don't know about that. Literally has Renji. Literally has a kid, dude. Wait, how she get? She has a kid. Wait a minute.
Look,
Riddle me that, Batman.
I'm into milfs, bro.
You're into MILFs. What does that have to do with Rukia being gay? Rukia being
Look.
homosexual, huh? Why don't you
Casting
riddle me
call.
that, eh? Huh? Why don't you riddle me that, bucko? How is Rukia homosexual, huh? How about you riddle me that, buddy? I'm curious. Oh, fuck. I nearly exited the thing. Okay,
Wait,
after the
Wasn't he
fight
like
against Aizen, the
what?
Shinigami had been training for 17 months. This is their strength and willpower. Oh, shoot! 17 months! Poggeroonies! The Shinigami! Wow! I'm not gonna go look for the one in Unmasked.
Like,
It's
we
somewhere,
didn't get to
but
see them train, but did they really?
bro, type arguments, bro. Everybody trained for 17 months, bro. How y'all think Ichigo trains for 3 and everybody trains for longer and he doesn't like and they don't catch up, bro? How? How?
This is because he still has his arm. He's a bit more ruthless, and we know he has the matured Bankai that he uses in Thousand Year Blood War.
He's a bit more ruthless. No, he's not. So that ruthlessness thing is referring to Yamamoto in the past. If you reread it, you
Yeah.
would realize that he said after the Quincy were taken out. Arrancar arc and Soul Society happened way after the Quincy's are exterminated. Alright? So, firstly, that's wrong. And secondly, FKT is 17 months pre-training for Yamamoto, and Yamamoto scales above multiple people in the 1,000-year blood work. That skill above Donga. So you're trying use of the debunkeroonies. Doesn't work. The nigga's been training, and you don't have
Dude,
anything
I'll
to
try
say.
to like the video you're streaming is lagging hard and essentially making it more entertaining.
I'm not. The video's not even on right now. What do you mean it's lagging? It's not on.
No. Before it was lagging, and I have to say when I can't actually hear what he's saying, the video is more entertaining.
You can't hear what he's saying. All right, Bucko. Let's go to Edge, nigga. We'll go to Edge. How about that, Bucko? We'll change it up.
Subscribers,
I can't
non-subscribers,
see it.
We'll
No,
we'll
what I'm
go
trying
to
to say though
freaking
is
Edge.
the fact that you can't actually understand what he's saying makes the video more entertaining. So it's
Yeah,
not painful.
I didn't even want to hit Streamlabs, bro. F in the chats. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know what this. Get out of here. Okay. Whatever. Boy Yama.
Fourth, I think it was even third form. Third or fourth form, Aizen was far stronger and far superior to even Yamamoto at that point. Yet a weakened version of Yamamoto in this
Y'all fine? Y'all hearing this stuff? Y'all good?
is
All right.
commented on far higher than him, but he doesn't. Ichigo doesn't perform well against base Yuha at all. We know this based simply on Ryatsu. They couldn't steal Yamamoto's Bankai without actual Yuha because they didn't have the spirit energy to do so. This, however, was different for Ichigo because of his actual innate hollow powers. This was surmised and proven by Kisuke with the temporary hollification
Wait, hold up.
to do so. Yamamoto's Bankai. We know this based simply on
Wait,
Ryatsu.
wait 1 second.
They couldn't steal Yamamoto.
They couldn't steal it? Hold up.
I'm hearing from the video.
Hold up. They couldn't steal it. It's not that we couldn't steal your bond. What do you mean? They couldn't steal it. What do you mean? It's not that we couldn't steal it. But your power is too enormous for someone other than myself to handle. It's not that we couldn't steal it. They could. Don't say they couldn't steal it. Wrong wording. You literally have to debunk to your thing right here. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Right at the bottom.
Literally, like they couldn't steal it. It's not that we couldn't steal it, bro. Dude, Yuha's pulling up in this video, bro. He's transcending logic, bro. This shows that Yuha's an omnipotent character, bro. He's literally showing up in this video to debunk this man, bro. It's not that we couldn't steal your Bankai, bro. Yuha's with the debunk, bro. Yuha got the debunk. He's like, I could see everything, bro. Every possibility. Even this 2 cent guy making a video. Try to cap.
That's hilarious.
Bankai.
But then again,
Without
I think Yuha got blitzed by Ho Ho Explain since.
Ho ho. Oh, yeah. No, let's not talk about that, man.
Yuha because they didn't have the spirit energy to do so. This, however, was different for Ichigo because of his actual innate hot pills that he created for the war. Yamamoto is also really bad for the power cliffing argument because Soul Society, this Bankai that he uses in Thousand Year Blood War.
That's not
So the idea that just Dangai Ichigo.
But yeah, so that was argument 1. Literally, Yuha is not referencing Yamamoto's power. So A, very bad argument. Next, there you have nothing to stand on after that. You're saying that, oh, FKT and Soul Society is stronger, but Yama has 17 months to train between FKT and even the Lost Agent arc. And we also have our boys in the Soul Society training. So Soul Society scales below Arankar. Arankar scales below FKT. I mean, not a nigga. Arankar scales below FKT. No, Arankar scales below TLA.
He has
Jesus
the matured
Christ.
Bankai that he uses in Thousand Year Blood War.
So the idea that just Dangai Ichigo isn't really anything special. Yes, it's a strong form, don't get me wrong, but the form itself is essentially just Ichigo with 3 months of training. Mugetsu is the special part.
I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't understand this part because he kind of does acknowledge like
Who is that? Which one? Prideful. Why do I hear the news in the background, sir? Prideful. It's not you, Sputter. It was Prideful. They got the news in the background. What the?
later that Dangai Ichigo is a fusion
This is my favorite part, bro. This is my favorite part.
All right, let's see what he says.
of Ichigo and Zanpakuto, which clearly gives a boost because it does later in the series.
Ichigo's not fused with his Zanpakuto, and this is Ichigo. Literally, hold up. Hold up. This is so bad, bro. Hold up. And I actually have this one in a scan. It should be TS above. Where the freak is it? True Shikai above Mugetsu. Just so the homies, I'll casually change screens pretty quickly. Just for this. Well, I'll just change screens quickly for this. The blade is me. You are me. Zangetsu. I won't. Oh, let me make this biggie. Boom. Zangetsu. I won't ask for your help anymore. I won't tell you to stay out my way either. Nor will I ask you guys to fight with me. This is Mugetsu, by the way. True Shikai above. Just by form above. These 2 mindsets bad. All of these mindsets no longer what Ichigo's doing. doing something all new. I will fight on my own. Thank you, Zangetsu. The blade is me. No, literally admonishing a better form because this is Mugetsu. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? What you've been
Yeah,
using is merely a fragment of your power I cannot contain. You can now fight with your own power. Take it. That is your true Zanpakuto. Literally just inaccurate, bro. Don't try to compare Don Guy to True Shikai, bro. What are you doing? That's literally just not the case. Don't try to equate the two.
And I don't know. I'm really confused how he doesn't think, how he thinks that 3 months of training is going to make Ichigo transcendent. I think he's trying to take the stance
That is going to make Ichigo transcendent. What does that even mean? Firstly, right? So like, since the True Shikai thing doesn't work, this just falls apart. He hasn't provided any scan to imply that, oh, fusion is like some sort of amp, which it might even be a nerf if anything, bro. Just by leaning with Boshin, it might even be a nerf if anything, bro. I'm like what this debatable concept right here. I'm like, whoa, what?
I don't know. I'm really confused how he doesn't think, how he thinks that 3 months of training is going to make Ichigo transcendent. I think he's trying to take the stance that Ichigo was already transcendent because Ichigo with his mask could feel Chrysalis Aizen's Ryatsu, but it kind of doesn't make sense because if Ichigo's only training for 3 months, that's not going to make up for the fact that Aizen was already far more superior than him just in the Chrysalis, and he evolves again. What's worse is
What? So Ichigo trains and then is getting stronger, but for some reason Aizen and Chrysalis is stronger, even though we saw the results and saw that Ichigo did. Like what? Are you like you're trying to attribute what? Are you trying to attribute it to him fusing with his Zanpakuto? Okay. We're back, bro. Jeez. All right, let's start this. Let's play the video. Oh fuck! I hit
what's
space twice. Nigga.
worse is he says that Dangai isn't the special part, but Mugetsu is. That definitely doesn't make sense because the only way to get to Mugetsu is through Dangai's boost and fusion with the Zanpakuto.
Along with the essence of his
No, it
technique,
doesn't
should
even
be
state
conveyed to
that.
you directly from this blade. Like what? Him getting struck with the blade is how, like, he then gets Mugetsu. Like, what are you
You,
talking
you
about?
wanna know
Don
what's
Guy is
so sad
irrelevant.
about this?
What?
You wanna know what's so sad about this? Because he's saying like he also adds the fusion there,
Mm-hmm.
even though nothing states anything about the fusion.
Yeah.
Nothing states it. I
Dude,
think
hold up,
either
I have a question.
dudes. Either he's assuming that since White and freaking like both
Yeah.
Zangetsu's fused together, that's the fusion. Like, but the thing is, not like that's just an assumption. Like, there's nothing that can prove that though.
What are you saying he thinks?
Oh, like I feel like the majority of the people think that like the instant they see like his hollow side and his like his quincy side fused together,
Yeah.
they just assume, like I'm guessing they probably assume that like that's the fusion and like that's how he gets the gauntlet and stuff like that. But there's
No.
nothing that supports it.
Dude, like
There's
literally,
nothing that
like
states that
if you
either.
look at him, he doesn't even have it. It's just regular Bankai Ichigo. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
what's even worse about it, right? Like, what makes it even worse is that, like, if you right here, just regular Bankai, right? What makes it even worse is the most recent scene that we see of Ichigo, like, in Dongai or in the Dongai, he doesn't even have the gauntlet, and that's when
Yeah.
he literally freaking gets stabbed, dude. He doesn't have it right here.
Like honestly speaking, what if for him to use Mugetsu, he has to have the fucking gauntlet.
My meaning and the secrets of the technique should be passed to you through this blade. Yeah, And then if you use this technique, you will the final Getsuga Tensho is for me to become Getsuga itself. Like where does it show right here that like him having this gauntlet right here is a prerequisite? Ichigo just says, let's not waste any more time, Aizen. I'm sick of your crap. I'll show you. This is the final Getsuga Tensho. He then uses the Getsuga Tensho, and what is referred as the final Getsuga Tensho is literally a technique, no involvement, like what implies anything in relation to the gauntlet at all. Like baseless assumption that you can't prove.
Again, you can't claim that Mugetsu is a special one when Dangai Ichigo was still fighting that final form of Aizen. Just, I don't know if he remembers or anyone remembers, but Dangai Ichigo is the one that slapped away Ultra Fragor.
It makes this a bit more.
And what does that mean? Like he slaps it away, okay? You do know right before he literally gets fucking his arm obliterated? Question mark? Like like right here? He has his arm obliterated? Like literally useless? Can't work? Literally has part of his Shiakuso blown off as well. So he literally part of his power was used to block that. Not only is his arm charred, he literally lost part of his spiritual pressure. And then this man goes into Mugetsu and it literally doesn't have it covered. Yo, Fragger right here, not covered. Arm that's broke, like that's useless. Huh? Interesting, bro. Like, what are you talking about here? Like, what is this?
But Dangai Ichigo is the one that slapped away Ultra Fragor.
So, intermissions. I don't even know like when it stopped the recording. Actually, I don't even know like how much has been. I should got cut because it didn't record it. But yeah.
Damn.
So here, this man says that because it's blanked out, this implies that this is not Ichigo's perspective. Incorrect. This is blatantly Chad's perspective. Then he tries to say because it's a scene here that oh now because it's shaded out it is Ichigo's perspective, even though in this right here we're literally seeing it being Orihime. And so you would think, all right, if that's what it's being shown as, whoever's it going to, that's who it would be from. So that would imply that it would be Chad. And in the anime, we directly do see it zoom out of Chad. So it's blatantly Chad's like view and perspective on things. Like right here, zooming out on Chad. Like bad. Uh, this one is that like, oh, it could be to no one, and that would be saying that instead of this being Chad or Orihime's, this is just no one's. And this is him literally nitpicking and saying that oh because it says the, it's like not necessarily referencing it. Incorrect. The literal scan he uses, it's not a Shinigami's power. This doesn't actually even support its argument. This isn't saying it's beyond a Shinigami. It's saying, oh, it is not a Shinigami. Now, oh, this one, he's trying to say that it's Fullbring. No, that's not what it's referring to. It's referring to literally this, you got your powers back, and that led up to this. Fullbring Ichigo is not the same Ichigo as the one in the 1,000-Year Blood Work. Okay.
And
Oh,
also
this might
that
have been when he was cherry picking, like saying the, but he also says that oh, True Shikai and Donga are the same thing, even though this doesn't even allude to it. This is also mistranslated. What it actually says, I'll just pull it up, but real quick. But I'm zooming past this because we literally talked about this, and I think we probably spent like 15 minutes just on like all this bull. We already did it. You know, I'm not interested in just like doing that again. So y'all are getting the cliff notes, y'all. All right. I better be happy y'all getting the cliff notes, and we're just not continuing it, just ignoring it. All right, buckos.
I can't see your screen.
yeah, it's on pause.
Wow, it's on pause. Oh, there. Okay.
There we go.
Mo. Ew. Not.
And
Not long enough. Okay, pretty close. Like what? 672 is when we see the clash. It should be 673, I think. Yes, right here. Here's the chapter for our boy Ichigo. So, right here, that is the power you are supposed to have. Firstly, mistranslation. You've grown strong. No, this is the power you're supposed to have. You've grown stronger, or rather, you attained your true original power. This doesn't imply Domgai or Mugetsu. I don't know what makes you like equate it as such. That's not what it means.
and also, in that and the point that he made, no, Mugetsu is part of the Shinigami power, and
Yeah.
then Fullbring is power beyond that of a Fullbring of a Hollow and a Soul Reaper.
Yes.
So,
Uh, he says it right here. References at its power is for me to become the Getsuga itself, and then using it makes me lose my Shinigami power. So, was it behind? Alright, yeah.
you're getting
It was right
close. There,
here. Using that technique means I lose all of it. There's also just like all the chapter summaries, literally saying it. But yeah,
yeah.
blatantly,
Now we're all
no. Yeah, now we're all caught up. Do y'all see the screen right now?
yeah.
Alright. Oh, there's also things I mentioned here. He's gonna mention like
In
Bleach
the
Up's
little
wording.
panel where he's talking about, oh,
No, it was for a previous thing. With Tsukishima. I don't know if it was in the recording, so I'll just like repeat it. Bleach Up says it like allegedly. No, it's just a past timeline with equal fidelity to our just main timeline. Literally, he changed the past with an inanimate object, and it literally changed the past. So, yeah.
We would have sense.
Okay, so
Captain
now this is Gentei Kaija.
level characters need Gentei Kaijo when they go down, even though they have extremely refined Ryatsu control. And if anyone says full-brain characters like Riruka or Jackie scale to fourth form Aizen or any nonsense like that, they're being completely disingenuous.
No.
No.
Like, if this is your argument, right? Like, you do know that Luffy and Toshiro fight in the world of the living. You do know that Kisuke and Yami fight in the world of the living. They don't have limiters on. They would literally lose if they did. Like, what are you talking about? You do know Ichigo and Grimjaw fight in the world of the living. Like, the limiter isn't an actual, like, that's not a point. This also, you just have no evidence. I don't know if this was
No,
in the
dude,
recording, but
not like
this
not
man
only that,
said that,
but bring up the Soul badge, the Soul Reaper badge too.
oh, like,
Mm.
some people try to use the Soul Reaper badge and say like it's like Gentei Kaijo, but it's not. Ichigo loses control of it, not like Gentei Kaijo. So yeah, bad. Especially people that try to give a multiplier to it when it's not, or anything like that. But yeah, saying people are being disingenuous with saying this, no. Like you're literally like in your video right here, you literally use scans that like don't like support you and literally debunk you at times. This also like people were theorizing about this one or whatever is, and 30 or 40 minutes, but either way. Um, this as well, fan theory, not right. This is referring Ichigo potentially becoming the Soul King. Ichigo got a lot stronger afterwards. Hell Arc, all this, like, no. Gente Kaijo, non-factor, like all this other stuff, like, saying people are being disingenuous is just, no. No.
Jackie scale to fourth form Aizen or any nonsense like that, they're being completely disingenuous. Sorry, I know this response is a little bit on the longer side, but furthermore evidence. We know Yuha isn't talking about Fullbring Bankai when he says you regained your true power and
He never says you've regained.
sorry, I know this response is a little bit on the longer side. When he
in fact, overflowing. Yeah, where does it say you've regained? You attained your true original power. Where does it say regain?
says you regained your true power in chapter 673 Father, he's referring to the true Shikai form because Ichigo never lost his Fullbring powers. His Bankai was just broken.
And no, Ichigo did lose his Fullbring. Really lost it to Ginjo. And then his powers were restored afterwards.
Just because a Bankai is broken doesn't mean you can't use it.
Ichigo even literally like hold up. If you do look in Fullbring Mugetsu, like the literal like 2 of the most recent scans directly acknowledging this. I remember that when I lost my power, Rukia gave me the power to protect when I wanted with power. Everybody helped me regain the power when I lost it. Really references it right here.
You've lost all your powers, it just means it's not the same. This is further evidence because in chapter 618, The Black Arm, Ichigo and Yuha had already fought in the true Shikai form.
It becomes one.
Oh, this is way too far in. Too far now. Alright, yeah. Is it this way here? Bro, where's the Cyan now? Like, he shows right here, dude. Because I'm pretty sure it's just right after he cuts down the Soul King. Like, that's what I believe, so. Like, this is right after, yeah, right here. And then it's like, this is the power you should have. This is after Ichigo gets an AM. And then, like, he resolves himself. Like, pretty blatant.
With the Getsuga itself, right? Like it literally just becomes a form for him. Although weird that that'd be a part of his Zanpakuto evolution because the Getsuga Tensho shouldn't necessarily be tied just to the Zanpakuto itself, but I see what Kubo is going for in this scene.
Hub, as a loyal subscriber, I don't actually think you know what Kubo was meaning here. A perfect example of the user and the attack becoming one is Shuke Haku Taken, so this makes complete sense.
It's like a very cool form, but you need to like demystify it.
Perfect example, this makes complete.
No.
That's
Ichigo
the
does. Yeah, Ichigo does basically the same thing, like to fight Byakuya. Like, unsure? Like what this is about? Like unsure? Question mark? Like hold up. So making this, I realized I was subscribed to my personal channel and not this one. Oops.
Is on Pakuto itself, but I see what the Getsuga Tensho just becomes a form for him. Although weird that that'd be a part of his Zanpakuto evolution because the Getsuga Tensho shouldn't necessarily be tied just to the Zanpakuto itself, but I see what like it literally just becomes a form for him. It becomes one with the Getsuga itself, right? Like it literally just becomes a form for him. Although weird that that'd be a part of his Zanpakuto evolution because the Getsuga Tensho
Zanpakuto evolution? Because
Meaning here.
no, like yeah.
So this makes complete sense.
It's like a very cool form, but you need to like demystify it and not be like it's this thing that can never be surpassed.
So I actually agree with Hub here. I've seen a lot of people, especially on Reddit, run into where they just kind of mystify Dangai to this really weird level when Dankai is equal to True Shikai Ichigo or and is completely surpassed by Horn of Salvation and Bankai.
No.
Does it upset me that the Fullbring is stronger than Dangai? Yeah, it does a lot. Fullbring was kind of just haphazardly thrown in here.
What? Well, this is something me and Hub don't agree on. Like, Hub and me don't, like, regard, like, Lost Agent Arc in the same regard. Like, I just completely disagree with this.
As, like, this way stronger ability out of nowhere that we've never heard about.
I don't know how you can read Bleach and say that Fullbring came out of nowhere. Kubo is clearly hinting that Chad and Orihime were different. They actually goes out of their way to explain it, specifically in the Gansenbein Chad fight. He goes out of his way to say that my powers are different from Rukia and the others, and I've been feeling different since I come to Wakamundo. This is compounded by the fact that we know that their weapons, their affinity weapons, are things that they love and are noted to love from day one. And as we stated, Fullbring isn't some god power. It's really no different from any other power in Bleach. It has its strengths and weaknesses, and it has its core abilities. An example being that Orihime's powers are not unique. There is a character in Bleach that has the exact same abilities as her and actually uses it to a much better and more combative degree, and that's Hachigen's Kido. Look at it; it has the same abilities, and he's the one that he.
Is your price they're similar to mine? No, they're similar. They're like barriers that that isn't the same as like it being her ability. It's similar. They're not. They don't have the same. Like similar.
heals Orihime's piece when it's broken by Yami.
Power scaling is what I do, and so I'm going to have to acknowledge that even though this form sucks and it completely unearths the entire narrative of Ultra Instinct,
This forms. Yikes, bro.
I couldn't really cut this in any good way, but simply put, he's starting to talk about narrative implications and power and what Kubo was trying to imply with Fullbring Bankai Ichigo. I hate narrative power scaling because it never makes any sense.
Very odd take.
Narratively, you could say Ukiara is the strongest Espada simply because he plays such a pivotal role in FKT.
That is not narrative scaling.
That doesn't make him the strongest Espada when we have statements in the data book and from other characters that Yami is the strongest.
That is not narrative scaling. That is not narrative scaling. That is not narrative scaling.
Like, like that's the shitty inverse scaling.
Yeah. That is.
No, it.
That is
Oh,
most
you go ahead.
definitely not.
That's far. Like, I'm pretty sure people that read Bleach can't tell the difference between an inverse argument and a narrative argument.
Yeah.
Look, more screen time, more powerful. Boom.
That is not what a narrative argument is. Like, it's not by roles of things.
Yeah.
Like
What
having
a
a role
narratively
is not making
implied.
a narrative argument. Like
All
let
right,
me say it like this.
so we're in agreement that this guy's trash, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but like, I'll be honest with you, bro. If he ever decides to pop up in the server, like, I just want to ask him, yo. So do you think like your personal opinion, like, is like helps you like helps you as evidence for your for what you believe or no? Because like this is really bad.
Yeah.
Like he's
Here's
just
one thing I
being
want to
really
know.
biased.
What was
Like
his
he's just
reading
being
like?
really
What
biased.
were his, like grades in reading in school? That's one thing I want to know
What were grades for reading? What were
for
his
his
grades for?
reading.
That is a good question. Because he literally has scans that like literally like contradict them.
No, this
Yeah.
man. No. I'm willing to bet throughout middle school and high school, this man was probably an intensive reading.
I'm like, I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Bleach fans constantly regress, bro. Aizen, Childish Gambino, Magnum Dong, like that
Like
one guy that
Aizen?
was in the server. I
He
mean
also
Aizen
states
in
that
Hub server. I'm not talking about like Aizen in my server. No, I'm talking about
Okay,
that
okay.
one guy that like
Oh yeah. Yeah, that Gambino guy, as soon as I fucking got in good condition again, I bullied that fucker.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like honestly, you wanna know where this link, this video link actually came to me?
where
The Isaac guy news. The Isaac guy is the one that like sent me that sent me the video.
bruh.
This guy has a
Yeah,
server,
like
by the way.
Oof.
yeah, like him and I are actually talking about it. And I'm saying, yo, and I'm asking him, yo, you think this is a good video? And he's like, it's an okay video. And I'm just like, I do not like this video. It is
Kubo.
dog shit.
It's so bad.
The thing this video is okay, yes, is a sign of low IQ.
Cause I'm like, okay, hold up. Let me. I'll put it so like we can just look at the same things, right? Let's just look at the screen, right? Let's just look at the screen, right? So let's just look at just the random pieces of evidence, right? Let's look at the narrative. So Kisuke's talking about restoring Ichigo's power because he forced him to use Mugetsu. Okay. So he says he wants them to be at the same state. Okay. So Kisuke wants to restore Ichigo's power he lost through Mugetsu and have it at the same state. Okay. So everybody's pitching in, and people are even Kenpachi's like, oh, dude, this this man might get even stronger, dude. Oh shoot, even beyond like Don Guy Mugetsu. Hmm, that's interesting. That's interesting, right? So there's that, right? There's characters saying that. There's the narrative. We already know that. We've talked about that a lot. But let's look at Ichigo himself, right? He talks about regaining his powers. He says it right here. He says it directly, like after getting hit by Chad. Why did I regain my powers? Right here. What did I regain my powers for? My Fullbring. I wanted to regain my power, but I couldn't figure out how. All I could do was bear with it, being helpless for 17 months. I thought I had finally found a way. Finally! I thought I could protect everybody with my powers. But, dude, Ichigo says it multiple times, dude. Like, what?
Dude, when you said that, I got flashbacks to the Lost Agent arc, man.
Dude,
I mean, every time you say something a line from that arc, I just get reminded how good it is.
dude, the Lost Agent arc's cold, dude. Dude, this man just feels the spiritual pressure from the guard and it's like, dude, maybe I can regain it, dude. Like, I feel like
Yeah, but
people that
dude,
like
couldn't
down
be Ruka's teddy bear though.
Ruka's teddy bear, very powerful. But like like this is probably like this is just how I see it, right? I just see that like if you look at all this mountains of information for Fullbring being above Dangai and Mugetsu, right? And you then say it's not. I just feel like, do you think that Kubo is a horrible writer and you just don't like what he writes? Because Ichigo says it multiple
Dude.
times.
I
Like,
don't know if
he
you saw
says
this
it,
yet since I was
others.
lagging really hard,
Hmm.
but I'm pretty sure he says at one point, like, Kubo doesn't really know what he's doing in some of these scenes, so that's why it's giving this type of implication.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He says something along those lines that, like, Kubo, like, is bad at this or something. I'm like, no, dude. No.
Like, that's the argument. Well, I don't like this part of a story, so the writer's bad at this specific point, as it doesn't fit my beliefs.
Yeah. Literally on the,
This is an argument.
like, made a joke about this freaking earlier. Like, it literally, oh, it's probably still on screen one. They probably change that again. But, literally just the memes of it being like, bro, a normal Stern Ritter, bro. Shunsui's losing to a normal Stern Ritter, but he can fight Stark. What is this? Bro, look. Weak ass. Dude, ass not's weak. Byakuya is weak. This is like the type of energy I get.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so
But actually,
you think
I thought of the
Ichigo...
best fight that would show that the Lost Agent arc is stronger. Fifth Fusion Aizen versus Riruka's teddy bear. Who do you think wins, names?
Sure. No. No. We don't cross that line.
Get out of here.
I don't know, that
See,
teddy bear looking pretty strong. That teddy bear looking pretty strong.
that
Shut
teddy
up.
bear, that teddy bear pretty
Shut up.
swole.
Shut up. Oh,
But yeah, like, dude, like I just don't get it, dude.
I love the Fullbring arc.
That's a
That's just
pretty,
so fucking good.
that's a pretty powerful arc, honestly. But, dude, the chapter summaries say it. Ichigo says it. Yuha says it.
Yeah.
Other characters say it multiple times.
I don't
We
get why
see
people
it
don't like
visually.
I don't get why people don't like the Lost Agent arc, since that arc has the best villain in all of Bleach, Tsukishima.
People don't like. People just don't like a lot of things in Bleach, dude. Like, it's, I don't know, dude. But
And
my
they don't
boy,
know Bleach is like a perfect masterpiece.
it's not a perfect masterpiece, but it's pretty good.
Was narratively implying that Fullbring
Yeah, but
was
it has the
beyond these transcendent characters.
omnipotent Tsukishima dude. Don't you know Tsukishima saved my father?
Yeah, he, no,
But he never gets a transcendent character fight. This is the problem with narrative evidence that
He never gets a transcendent character fight. Dude, Ichigo pops up and blows up Yukio's dimension. What has Dongai done? Let's be Unga Bunga.
Dangai
What has
created a wind
Dongai
that
done?
blew away a mountain. Dangai blew away a mountain. That's all it did.
Like,
Plateau.
hold up,
Hill.
bro. Let's be serious. You know?
Dangai.
Why
Okay,
would
I'm
we
just
do
gonna say this. Fullbring, like galaxy levels depicting stars in Yukio's dimension. Fullbring only, not Fullbring. Dangai only building level if you calc that mountain feet.
I've seen a few. Like the only calc I've seen for this is like multi-count or count. Like I doubt like it's actually that dumb. I doubt the validity of that calc. But either way, right? Like look at Ichigo, right? You know, casually like all of this like destruction, cool.
When you use
Okay.
picture measurements, that mountain's only decided to build it.
I'm like, okay, dude, black coffin, cool. Let's say dark hole type there, right? Solar system level, fantastic. Okay, so what does our boy Fullbring Ichigo do then? Wait, hold up. You know what? Let's get the most unga bunga thing he does. Mugetsu. Let's look at him, bro. Look at that. Look how big that damage is, dude. Look at that, bro.
Yeah, he disintegrates a human being-sized person. He's like building a level.
He
No,
does
no.
affect some of the coordinates, but it's cool. Like some of the landscape, but it's cool, right? Let's look at our boy
Yeah. Actually, no. He's
Fullbring. Wait,
multi-city block level. I'm low
Hey,
ball. He's
hey,
multi-city block
Wait,
level.
wait.
hey, dudes,
look how our boy pops
remember
up,
that
bro.
time, dudes. Remember that one timeline where Ichigo just killed Aizen?
Yes. Yes, bro. Oh my god, I forgot which game it was, but one of the timelines, Ichigo just kills Aizen.
Six Soul Resurrection.
Yeah, Soul Resurrection, he kills Aizen just up front. But yeah, dude, look, this is just what my boy pulls up
Yeah.
with, bro. Casually, not even a Getsuga, dude. Come on, bro. But
Yeah,
alright,
but
let go on. Go on,
actually,
Prideful.
now if you wrote, he's 100% right. Ichigo, when he shows up in his edgy teenage form, or being Dangai, he's the strongest.
I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
Lost Stage in
Like,
Ichigo looks better. Like, I don't know why
you
people
know,
like this so much. And it's like, dude, Lost Stage and has more drip. Toshiro got drip. Byakuya
yeah,
got
but
drip.
don't you know, like a Dangai Ichigo's theme music is like Linkin Park, so that makes him objectively stronger.
It's in one of the. No, it might not be here. Hold up. Um, let's see. Did I post the scan in here?
I was reacting to my cringe takes.
Bro,
Badge.
there's a scan that shows like a star. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to the scan server, bro. Yeah. Y'all getting sneak peeks at random things, bro. Y'all, boom, right here. Look, multiple stars in Yukio's dimension, bro. Dude, what our
Bruh.
boy, do, dude? What he pop up doing?
But noons. But are those real stars? Can you prove those aren't just spiritual energy?
Dude, it's crazy because every single like, all the stars in Bleach are artificial. Like they're created by the Soul King, because it's only 1,000,000 years
Wait,
old and stars
that
live
means
longer.
nothing in Bleach is real.
Yes.
Nothing in Bleach is real, meaning Bleach doesn't scale to anything.
Yes.
GG, Bleach fodder.
Dude, look, our boy pulls up. Boom. Dude, stop it. Even just being apes, Dongai don't do what Fullbring do. Stop.
it's circumstantial and it goes out of the window the moment something that doesn't follow the narrative happens.
Yo, are
You
we
can't
still
just throw it out
recording?
and say, "Oh,
Are we still recording?
that doesn't count."
Yeah,
No,
we still
know
recording.
what?
Yeah, we still recording.
The reason Fullbring Bankai Ichigo doesn't fight transcendent characters like Almighty Yuha or Soul King Almighty Yuha.
What is he talking about?
You know what?
Hold up.
Boholo Ichigo is stronger than Dangai.
Stop. I'm gonna mute you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna mute you.
Freaking just obliterate that man, bro. I think.
Tom.
Okay, this is Basby. I think it's slightly. Like, what is it, 560? What does our boy Kenpachi just pull up? Like, the complete. Oh, chatteroony he is. This is our boy Sajid being a powerful unit. Like, okay, Ruki using Bond.
It's
Alright,
11:35 for me.
Poggers.
I'm gonna head out, guys. Good night.
Alright, man. Like, this went way longer because I had to go help fix the garage. Oh, boom, boom. Like, what is that? It's Captain. We won the battle. Now, where did they say it? Um, what is this? If Captain Saraki's fighting on top of that stone fortress, that means he was there before that thing came rising up, right? Then why didn't any of us sense his spiritual pressure until that thing went up? Like, dude, what are you talking about? Not transcendent. Shut
Is
up.
because that's reserved for transcendent characters like
And you're acting like just transcendence is the same. Kenpachi doesn't scale to Yuha.
True.
He doesn't scale to Yamamoto. He doesn't scale to Ichibe. Like these niggas get power clipped. Like you do know that like Yuha couldn't even sense like Ichibe's ink. Like what are you on about, sir? There's multiple like transcendence isn't a difference in power. Like saying that like even in the first place that Fullbring Ichigo isn't fighting transcendent characters is just wrong because everybody is. Freaking Ion pulls up and freaking folds Quilljay. Stop it.
Shikai Ichigo, which is a combination of his
Yo, dudes,
powers.
maybe
Narrative evidence.
maybe
Example of
maybe
that
you should
narrative evidence.
you should definitely talk about like why the whole transcendent thing is kind of stupid.
All right, so all transcendence is a difference in like not a difference in power, but a threshold in power that you get to. So let's say that you you get to 5,000. That is the first layer of transcendence. You then get to 10,000. Okay, you've transcended again. You get to 3, 4, 5. Just because you're transcendent doesn't mean you can't be affected by people that aren't transcendent. That just means, okay, you've gotten to a tier of strength. Okay, you're cool. We directly see Aizen make Ichigo's arm useless. And it's just like, okay, dang. He couldn't sense him. He was a higher level of transcendence, and Aizen already transcended. Like, there's just multiple different tiers. It's just a threshold. We directly let me just bring up Yuha. Let's see Yuha box Ichibe. Let's see this man get waffle stomps. Like Ichibe literally can't be sensed by him, but he can still damage him. Where's the scene where he damages him? Should be right here. Does he strike himself up? This man gets no, it's right here. I think it's right here. Oh, it's the chapter right before. Okay. Yeah, right here. Directly. Ichibe is getting harmed by him, but he can't even sense his ink. I think he gets hit by his ink right here. Next chapter. Okay, what's the matter? Can't tell wish? Okay. So, cuts names. That I can store, you don't know. It loses its name. Cool. All the black is mine. Bro, where does he mention the ink, dude?
It's like right there, I think.
I'll have to kill you. No, it should be that a little bit before. Is that all that changed? Dude, like it should be somewhere around here that Yuha directly says it. Feel better, cut in half, make it mine. When does he say it? It's because he switches between them, I think. A brush transform awfully thick, but I don't sense any spiritual pressure from it. Dude, right there.
Evidence would be Yami follows Ukiyor because he thinks he's the strongest, even though it's noted several times that Yami's pesquisa
That is not a narrative argument.
is trash.
Went back to the same level of progression that he was at. You know, if he's going to train with his new Shinigami powers, shouldn't he end up being like Don Guy again? But then Kubo is like, that was a one-time thing. Let me.
What do you mean never again? True Shikai Ichigo is literally the combination of all of his powers. Dangai Ichigo was the combination of his Hollow, Quincy, and Shimigami powers into one. That's what that was. We see that when merged Tensei Zangetsu and White are fused. Fullbring Bankai Ichigo is just getting his Hollow and Shimigami powers perfectly fused back together and then him being bestowed that, while his Quincy still remain his core and suppressing his abilities. True Shikai is the perfect merger of all of his abilities. Fullbring, Quincy, Hollow, and Soul Reaper. It's why Yuha says you have regained the powers that you have always had.
You know,
That is not what he said. And literally in the scan that you have, it doesn't say that. Also, Ichigo's Hollow and his Quincy powers are fused together. If he gets his Hollow powers back, he gets his Quincy powers back. They're fused together. If you read and looked when Ichigo got his true Shikai, you would see that. Or when he literally loses his powers, you would see that. Literally, they're fused together. Literally stated directly. These guys fused together, and then they stab him. Like, that doesn't even mean he's not even suppressed anymore. Like, why do you think True Shikai and this man are the same? He literally says, up until this point, you've been using a fragment.
It's
What?
why Yuha says you have regained the powers that you.
his powers, well, he can use Mugetsu whenever he wants now because all the Shinigami will just come together.
This is something I also didn't get. It's almost like he didn't pay attention. This isn't just something they can do over and over again. This was a debt repayment by the head captain from the Gotei.
This took months to prepare, 18 months. No, that's not true. By the way, it did not take 18 months to prepare.
It's still 100% illegal to give a human or someone not of the Gotei Shimigami powers. Plus, even narratively, Ichigo can just whip out Mugetsu whenever he wants, because if he uses Mugetsu again against someone like Yuha, it's not going to do anything. That's why Yuha was the next villain, and that's why the Almighty was his power. Anything Ichigo could do to change fate or overcome things like he normally did, instantly got rebuked because it was Yuha. Thank you for watching all the way.
That argument just doesn't work. Like, if that was the case, it would have just used Mugetsu. Like, if Mugetsu even did anything, right? If Mugetsu even did anything to True Shikai, like, True Shikai isn't a form that's above it. Like, he would have just used Mugetsu and then one-shot Yuha and be done with it. Yuha didn't have the Almighty active, and Ichigo knew that. Like, that's a bad argument, first of all. Also, like, yeah, it is still a taboo, but if they have a debt, like, he can just do it again. If he would be using Mugetsu, it would be for, like, a cause with the Soul Society, so they'll be indebted to him again. Like, what Hub said here is just fine. I just don't think, like, framing it like that is correct. Like, you're just making light of it. That's just wrong. Bad argument. But yeah, overall, bad video. Bad video.
Yeah. If he only had read it out or reviewed it before he made the video, then I guess it would have been a bit better. But no.
This man's just bad. But yeah, hope y'all have a nice day.